Solutions for Collaborative Caregiving, a presentation by Ting, Matthew, and Megan. Our participants are two sisters that caregive for their mother. P1 lives in Virginia and is the primary caregiver as she lives with their mother. P2 lives in Maryland and she helps out whenever she is available. During our problem understanding interview, we identified 3 key challenges that our participants face while caregiving. 1. It's very hard to keep track of things when all of the information they need to share is across various platforms. 2. Expenses continue to add up. And 3. The process of searching for financial assistance to help with those expenses is very, very time-consuming. With those challenges in mind, our project goal is to streamline information seeking and sharing processes for our participants. We aim to do so by consolidating all of their internally shared information into one application and creating an information portal that allows them to easily find resources and decrease the amount of time they have to spend searching for it. After completing our sketches and then brainstorming some paper prototypes, we then had a co-design meeting with our participants. In that meeting, we shared our storyboards, solutions, and paper prototypes. During this meeting, the participants provided positive feedback for both solutions, but offered some suggestions. They expressed interest in an educational component being added to the caregiver information portal.
Our first solution is the internal information sharing system. We want to leverage the existing technology to let caregivers have a central place to keep track of information. Also, we want to provide an easy access for the caretaking family members to reach the important information as quickly as possible and reduce the time and effort spent on recalling, tracking, and sharing information with co-caregivers. We used Notion to do it, and here is our demo video.
So after speaking with the care team, we decided to leverage Notion for one of our solutions. And Notion is a centralized tool that acts as an information portal and management system and has collaborative capabilities. So we decided to create 3 pages, a task list, medication list, and a resources list. The task list is set up in a table format. It can be used by the caretakers to keep track of day-to-day tasks. The tasks include priority, tags, and due dates, plus more columns and features that the caretakers want to add. So for example, you have the at-home physical therapy task that has not been started. You can choose who it's assigned to, give it a priority to let everyone know its importance, a due date or range when it's going to happen, and the date the task was created. Each item can be expanded into its own page to add more information and a deeper level of insight. The next page is the medication list. Similar format, same functionality, except this is for medications. So for example, we can have a medication name here, a little bit of information about the medication, the status, if it's being taken, if it's in need of a refill, or if it's no longer being taken or inactive, the dosage, the frequency of the dosage, the prescriber, refill date, and any other necessary information that the caretakers would like to include. And lastly, we have the resource list. Again, similar format as a table, similar functionality, being able to expand each item. But this page allows the caretakers to keep track of all people, organizations, and resources that they come across, and any other important information associated with those items that they want to keep track of or keep in the know. So for example, we have Ann Bullen, who has her contact number here. We understand that she's a doctor, specifically a cardiologist. She's currently unavailable, but this is her normal availability, a website to contact her at, as well as an email. Notion, again, is a collaborative tool, so the caretakers can access this together, as well as share it with any other family members or caretaking team members that they see fit.
Our second solution is the Caregivers 101 platform. Our goal is to create an external sharing platform that have easy access of caregiving resources as well as easy to read information. We hope the platform is effortless to navigate and it can connect family caregivers who share similar experiences so they can support each other. Let's see how it looks like. Caregivers 101 provides easy access of financial resources and supporting network for family caregivers. On the Caregivers 101 homepage, users can see three main features: the caregiving courses, our caregiver network, and customizing caregiver profile. Our goal is to consolidate essential information and create a simple and easy-to-read interface for caregivers. Family caregivers can click on Start Learning button to view our Caregiving 101 learning book. We found that there are many existing educational resources out there, but those contents are not structured well and overwhelming for users. So the education content here is from existing websites as a model, but we reorganize the content in a way that makes more sense to our participants. The caregiver finance consists of 4 subtopics, from pre-planning, financial resources, tax benefits, to get documents in order. When users finish one topic, they can proceed to the next one. Finding financial assistance program is one of the most time-consuming tasks for our participants, so we provide a useful tool built by paying for senior care so that family caregivers can easily find programs that they are eligible to apply.
From the home page, users may also navigate to the Caregiver Communities page. Ideally, the platform would allow caregivers to connect with each other in multiple ways. Similar to social media platforms, users can build networks with other caregivers to form more personal connections, or they can communicate on a larger scale through the forums. The platform also serves as a resource for finding support groups and events for caregivers to attend either alone or with the person they care for. Let's go to the forums page. Our participants expressed an interest in using forums for not only finding caregiving resources, but also for finding advice and experiences from other caregivers who have perhaps used certain services or participated in some caregiving programs. Here, users can browse forums by category, search by keyword, or add new forum posts. If we go back to the Caregiver Communities page, we can then explore the Events and Support Groups page. Our participants often go to local community center events, so they wanted a place to easily see any upcoming events near them.
In general, our participants were so nice. They were receptive and positive about our solutions. They also gave us some helpful feedback. For the first solutions, we created a medication list page so they can keep track of medication. And they want to easily see the events at a community center on the Caregivers 101 platform. With our internal information sharing and Caregivers 101 platform, we hope family caregivers can concentrate more on patient care.